Congratulations, Brie. Wow. Oh my gosh, you were so fantastic in this. And I love this character, Amy, because you kind of just not sure about her, you know, and she's the center of calm, I found. What was it like for you to bring her to life?
Calm, centering and calm. It was incredible. I really loved being her. She's just very simple, and she's the observer of the film. She's the watcher and is slightly amused by the complications and the way that humans get in their own way. She doesn't get in her own way, which is such an interesting thing to explore mentally, what that feels like. It's really great, and I highly recommend it. And so because of that, I got to just watch the movie unfold.
Why do you think she had this hold over Jim?
Because she sees him, and that's a dangerous thing.
Yeah. Tell me about when you act with an actor and you get on set and you don't know them. How do you know there's going to be chemistry? Because, boy, there's great chemistry with you and Mark.
Well, we rehearsed and talked about it a lot. So there wasn't, by the time we got to shooting, there wasn't this, is this going to work? We had really, much like the film, talked about it and over-intellectualized every aspect of the film. So that by the time we got there, it was cool.
It was cool. But you auditioned with him. Tell me a little bit about that process. Because you had never met him before, correct?
No.
Okay.
No, I never met him. Oh, gosh. I showed up. I didn't know what to expect because I knew that he was shooting Transformers. And I don't know if he was in town just for these readings or what, but it was kind of a quick thing. And in my past experience, if I'm reading with someone who's on another project, it makes sense. They don't have the time to like be off book or be ready. Their mind is in something else, but they're focusing for this one moment. So that's what I was anticipating. And I showed up and he had the whole script memorized already. And so he just wanted to do everything from it, anything, any small piece. Starting with that scene, that long 15-page lecture, and he had the whole thing memorized already. And so it just, it was so great, because it was just very, very quickly understood that it was gonna work. I showed up, he said, I wanna do this monologue. I was like, okay. And we did it, and it was originally written a little bit different, where she gets kind of, he lays into her a little bit more, and she gets really emotional, and I got emotional, and I got there right away with one take. And I finished, and I'm crying, and he was like, okay, let's do the next scene. And that's kind of his vibe. It's like, let's just do it.
Yeah. What impressed you most about him, working with him?
The one word is just professional, and then there's so much that goes into that. I think it's funny that people keep talking about his weight loss, because I never knew that was happening. I guess he was starving himself, and I had no idea, because that's how professional he is. He never complains, never says anything. And he is so well prepared. He's so off book and on time and ready to go that it's a set that moves like clockwork to allow us to have as much time as possible to explore it. And then we can do things. I'm so used to, this is my first kind of studio movie after doing a lot of independent film. And I'm used to like racing to make the day. I remember my first day, we had 2 scenes. We had one scene before lunch and one after. And we finished the first scene, and so I like rush back to my trailer, and I'm trying to change my clothes really fast, and I finish it, and I'm like, I'm ready, and they're like, oh, Mark just wants to take 20 minutes. Like, let's just take 20 minutes, we'll take a pause, and then we'll go back and do it. And it changed my perspective, because I went, oh, when you are prepared and you're ready to go, we can take 20 minutes, because it means we're gonna get this really good. We're not racing and fighting against it. We're just very methodically getting it done. And now that I've kind of gotten into the world of working out like he has, I get it. It's like, just do this, just do this, just do this, done.
Yeah. Are you a gambler? Do you enjoy that? Or, I don't know, it's scary stuff.
No, I'm not a gambler. I played a penny slot one time.
See, that's what I do too, the penny slot. Sometimes I'll up it to the nickel or a quarter if I'm really feeling
Whoa,
good. Yeah.
That's crazy.
Yeah, a quarter is
But that
crazy.
could mean you're spending a couple bucks like on one bet, and that seems too crazy for me.
See, I completely agree. Why do you think people are addicted to it? Like, did you do any research? Did you go to any casinos or anything to just watch people?
I
or
did not go to any
No.
casinos. They kind of give me anxiety. But we did talk about it a lot. Mark and Rupert were way into it. Like they were diving really deep into it. So I would talk with them about it, and they were telling me things that they were seeing and learning. But I don't know. I think it might just be a way to live out something that they're not living out in their life. That's the only way that it makes sense to me. But I don't know. I'm sure there are people that have like very fulfilling, exciting lives that gamble.
Yeah, I don't get it either, but I think it's a good thing not to get it. I'm happy not to keep my $15.
You can play Angry Birds on your phone.
I agree. There's so many great Facebook games and stuff. Really,
yes,
honestly,
it's Minecraft.
Yeah. I have to commend you because when I've been watching you for many years when you started acting, and then when I saw you in Short Term 12, my jaw dropped for the entire performance. You were so phenomenal in that. Did you find that was the movie that kind of just opened some doors for you?
Yeah. Oh, yeah. It's like my life is completely different from I think we screened at like 3 o'clock in the afternoon at South by Southwest a year ago, 2 years ago, and after that, has never been the same.
Amazing.
It was bizarre. It's weird in your life. I don't know. Maybe it happens when you give birth to a child or something. It's very weird when you have a very distinct moment where you go, whoa, okay, this is different.
Yeah, life's different, and it's going to be forever now, right?
That's what people say, but is it? I don't know if it works like that. I think I still need to keep working really hard and doing good work. But
well,
yes.
you are. You're keeping that up.
But it's
I
not
do
like
have
that.
to ask you quickly about Room, because I know you're shooting in Toronto now. I was just saying to you off camera that when I read that book, and all I could think of was, how are they going to make this movie? Because it was just devastating to get through that entire book. And I'm a mom, right? So it's tough. How are you? I mean, great actors, great, it's a movie, I get it. But wow, getting through that material,
and it's winter, so it's snowing a lot. I actually think that life always starts to parallel the film that we're making as we're doing it. And Jacob, who's playing Jack, is a remarkable child and has so much light and magic. He is amazing. I might even get emotional talking about it because on Tuesday is my last day with him, and I'm really going to miss him. I'm going to miss him a lot. I've never worked so closely with anyone. It's just the two of us together, hanging on each other, holding each other, carrying him, fixing each other's hair, brushing each other's teeth, feeding each other for, it's a 50-day shoot. I've never worked so closely with anybody as I've worked with this remarkable child. And we have the same interests. He loves Star Wars. He loves Lord of the Rings. He likes magnets. We get on swimmingly.
That's awesome. I can't wait to see that. And you've done just a tremendous job in this movie. I know I'm going to be talking to you for 100 years more to come. So congratulations.
Yes, see you in 100. See you in the next 100 years.
50. No problem. Happy New Year, Merry Christmas, and have great holidays.